Oh my goodness. Well, guten Morgen, half a day, and heck yeah, it's time for Contradiction again. I totally was not eating a snack. Huh? 9 p.m. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I have to re-talk to everybody? Hold up, hold up. Okay, no. Okay, I was about to say. I'm like, excuse me. Summon the bread today because it's cold.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident in the village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long. Thank you. I'll just go in here, yes?
I have to go out in a minute.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kate Vine?
No.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Diggins.
Well, I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Why do you say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Diggins, what are you doing?
Devil worshippers.
You don't have to do that.
They're making
Stop it.
demons appear. They're tricking everybody. They're getting people to join up. Then they're putting demons inside them.
You came in at a great time.
You can see them.
See who?
Demons.
Where could you see them?
In the mirrors.
At Atlas.
Any mirror. You can't get rid of them. They stay inside you.
So, how did you
Watch me now, sucker.
get rid of them?
No worries, Diggins. We appreciate it.
And
And heck yeah, and Crimson.
Still see them.
She gonna show us a demon?
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror. If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without seeing the other person.
Who is the other person?
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled, with a wrinkled mouth. Like she's dying.
Astro! Heck yeah, and my mitzvah.
And then I realize I'm her.
Diggins.
I'm not me anymore. I'm her. I'm sorry, I have to go now. I'm sorry.
Happy Monday.
I'm sorry.
Bread. I love that. Almost red blood.
What a very fragile and disturbed person. And utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
Moon Day, you say, Crimson? Moon Day, yes. A moon. Where the toots come from. Alright. I have to go find Ryan and Paul once again. Tell me this devil worshipping.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon.
Devil worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had elements of Satanism on the course.
You are misinformed. We're a training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine, thanks.
Sorry, I just love that. Is there any devil worshipping? It's just perfect. It's beautiful. Catching on. Oh, it could be. You're making kitchens. Ooh. Are they at least easy to make kitchens, or it's like, ugh, every single one is custom and beautiful, but agonizingly tedious? And Moon Day could be good. No interest in the occult. I feel like he said something before about the occult. Hold on. DVD committed. Claims they enjoyed it. Possibly hurt. Not possible. Not used on the course anymore. Third eye very similar. Has no interest in taking drugs. Phrase designed to surmise. Or subjective to free. Students encouraged. No place for guilt. Or morality. Reluctantly obeys the law. So Atlas, he died. Didn't see him. Okay, I don't think. Never used one. No interest in scrying. Yeah, he's very
Thank
like.
you.
Ugh.
Probably be back later.
Well, should I go talk to James? I guess I'll go talk to James. Just to, mark it off the bucket. Oh, I should find out today, Diggins, because today I'm going to the post office to be like, hey, give me my shit. Give me my shit. Now, would you like just a photo on the Discord, or would you like it unboxed on stream tomorrow? If I'm given it today.
A few more questions, if
I
you
have the
don't mind.
paper. I have the paper. I want my stuff. Post people.
Do you know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Mad Lisa. Lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Yeah, I've met her. You think she's mad?
You can't look at yourself in the mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems, don't you think?
Cool.
How do you know her?
She came to the farm for some eggs a couple of times. Got talking to her once, that's all.
And what did she tell you?
Nothing much. Except she thought the devil was after her.
What did you tell her?
Told her the devil needs a good reason to be after you. But she was just like most people, really, blind to herself. Except she's more extreme. That's all madness is. Being blind to yourself.
I think I'm gonna open it on stream. Because I know what one of them is. I don't know what the second one is. And, I'll be smart about it. I'll open it off camera. And I'll, be like, is this safe to put on stream? Yes. Is it not? Ah! We'll talk about it later. That is what I wish. Because it's it's so exciting. The
That's all
dolls.
for the moment. Thank you.
The creation's name is called Nina, and it's a scorpion. And I'm a Scorpio. How could I not fall in love with it? Go get your breakfast, Astro. Go get your breakfast. Also, the fact that I realized I had not gotten co-op in Genshin Impact is because I did not do one of the very beginning quests. I literally started it and I just started exploring the map because I was like, ooh, I want to see the whole map. I think I just recently kicked the dragon's butt. The very first dragon. I don't know if there's more, but the guy who's terrorizing the main city. I recently just defeated him. And then I was doing all these other side quests and everything, and I got the gourmet red panda lady. And I got Mona. Didn't even want Mona. But it's okay. She's very pretty. She's very pretty. But it's I wanted the other people. Yeah, the dragon attack of Mondstadt. That thing, yeah. So apparently I'd been doing all these other quests, except the beginning main quests where it's hey, this is how you unlock co-op. And I was because I'm rank 23 and I'm man, how come I haven't unlocked co-op yet? This is really weird. And it's oh, I didn't do the gliding exam. You haven't left Mondstadt. Okay, I feel less bad now, Crimson.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Crimson, you need to play. You need to play. It's a great thing. Unlock co-op. We can be dummies together. We can be dummies together.
Have you ever come across anyone interested in or involved with the occult?
As in black magic? No, why?
Atlas don't use occult techniques or anything like that?
Atlas? Not unless Ryan's got a secret he's not telling me about. Why, who's been talking?
Just a line of inquiry. Okay, thanks.
Interesting. You don't know that your husband was into that?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm a big dummy. You're not a dummy, Crimson. It's just very difficult as a gamer because there are so many games. Like, I need to finish the DBD Rift Challenge because I think there's like, what, 15 days left? And I'm only ranked 45 out of 70. Need to play it. I got some grinding to do for charms. So you're not dummy. It's just we can't clone ourselves to play all the games at the same time.
Few more
Cat!
questions, please. Thank you.
Catty and Cat, how are you doing today? Happy Monday. Today we are soft and bread, because it is cold.
Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Haven't touched because I got tired. That's fair, Crimson. I usually only hop on when there's events. Like, they have the Christmas event happening right now. 10 different cosmetic items. And I'm like, I'm there. And they're like, the rift is open. And it's like, I'm there. Because it makes sense. They're like, you pay us, was it $5? I think for the pass? And it's like 70 plus different cosmetic items. So it's like, instead of spending the orc cells and the crimson shards and actual money on 70 plus different things, you just be like, here is my money. I shall now grind to the championship.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
That's pretty much why I do it, so I can just have all of my peoples look so pretty in their outfits.
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship? Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
Oh, that's exciting, Cat! Oh. I'm excited for you to be off. Alright, everyone says there's no devil worship.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I pretty much know I'm working every Monday through Friday, because I am a manager, and no one else wants to work the holiday, so I'm like, I'll do it. Go, my younglings. Go, my underlings. Spend the holidays with your family. I shall be alone and toil in my dark room to keep the job safe. But yes, I am doing well. Ryan. Tell me of the devil worship.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Has devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blint?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Blint, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination. She also has psychological problems, diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you lot were, devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil worship at Atlas?
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector. It's not something I particularly know anything about. I certainly don't recall anyone ever having worshipped the devil at Atlas. We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't want it.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
Says he doesn't know anything about devil worship. I recall him saying he was super into this stuff as a teenager. Where would that be? Where would that be? No. Would it be the mirror? There. Yes, where it is.
Aha.
So, you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals, but you don't know anything about devil worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector. Ridiculous.
But the point is, Ryan, that you claim not to know anything about it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that made its way onto the Atlas course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector. Look, we do use some techniques that some students find difficult, disturbing. We encourage them to see things differently, that's all. And some people simply aren't up to that. Some people, like Lisa, that's why we introduced the aptitude test.
What's the aptitude test?
This.
Ooh, Witcher. No spoilers. I still have to watch season 2. I'm watching Cowboy Bebop right now.
We ask students to fill in an aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing, any medication that they have used in the past, any medication that they currently are using. Here, take a look. Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Oh, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this?
I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test. And what are they doing that's so disturbing anyway?
Interesting.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Witcher is such a good show. And I am very excited to watch season 2. Thank you. I just, oh. Just like, oh, Henry, you're so pretty. Everyone is so pretty on that show.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, this test.
Have you seen one of these before?
No, not this one exactly, but we had to fill something similar in on the first night at Atlas. One of those aptitude tests, fitness and stuff like that.
Becky in a double. How was your Monday? Joining Atlas. You were only there for one night, though. Let me just check. Okay, it checks out.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Oh, wait, no. Simon! I meant to go to you instead, my bad.
Ask about a few more things, please. Did you do a test before you started at Atlas?
Oh, yeah. It was all just questions about if I had any illnesses or mental health problems or stuff like that, They didn't actually ask for any proof, so I could have lied through your teeth on that one. Don't think they actually checked.
Interesting.
Would be easy to lie on
Be
the
back
floor.
later on, if that's okay.
Alright, Rebecca! Just running around this town.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh.
Do you know anything about this?
It's the aptitude test, isn't it, for Atlas? What do you want to know?
Do you know why it was introduced?
I think they had some trouble with some unsuitable students. I suppose you have to be careful who you work with.
I think it's her. I think she's the one that murdered Emma.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
So it's just very like. I think it's Rebecca. I'm putting my money on Rebecca.
A few more questions, please. Can you tell me a bit about this? Please. It's the Atlas aptitude test.
What do you want to know?
What does it test, exactly?
It's a test we introduced to make sure that any students didn't have any major personality problems, skeletons in the cupboard, so to speak. We introduced it because we had a little bit of a problem with one of the students.
Lisa.
You are well informed.
And what do you think it was that disturbed her?
I believe that the course proved to be too demanding for her. We discovered that she had one or two psychological problems and she couldn't handle it.
And did you change anything else on the course apart from introducing the test?
We increased the entrance age to 21. Well, wasn't much, but it's about the only thing we could do. We didn't want another Lisa. We didn't want students turning around and suing us, did we?
Okay, interesting.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Alright, James. And then we'll go see if maybe Lisa's returned to her house.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
You wouldn't know anything.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay. You should call the chief for an update. Alright, chief. Give you a ring-a-ding.
I presume.
Yes, Chief. Bit more news. It turns out Emma was with Liam on the night he died, and she thinks she caused him to commit suicide. She made fun of him, mocked him as part of the course.
Nice of her. Why did she do that?
Requirement of the course, apparently. To say something offensive. It's meant to encourage free thinking.
Interesting opinion. And I suppose the Rams just think that's what, par for the course or something like that, do they?
Well, Paul wasn't too bothered. He claims he didn't know Emma, so couldn't have predicted what she was going to do.
That doesn't wash. What does Emma say about him?
She does not like him. Really doesn't like him.
So she must have known him well enough. How well did he know her?
He claims not very well.
Well, make sure he's telling the truth. Oh, I've got a cup of coffee to make.
Coffee. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Chief.
Right.
Alright, so I imagine go back to Paul. Paul. Let me see if Lisa's back. Nope, she is not back. Alright, Paul! Where is your contradiction, Paul?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
The newest things we got were the aptitude test and the accusation. Test designed to reveal Lisa couldn't handle, raise the course entrance age to 21. Vandalized last year. Doesn't think anyone was persecuted for it. Didn't encourage, didn't expect, hardly knew Emma. This part seems suspicious. Possibly spoke to her. Kate was drunk. Doesn't know anything about Simon's bike. Doesn't know about his homebrew. This is from Monarch Costumes. Ryan uses the shop. Business started last year. Knows the mirror is used for scrying. Never used it though. No interest. And Atlas doesn't use scrying on the course. Didn't hear. Personal problems. Didn't see him after the course. Been drinking all night at the seminar. Over morality, reluctantly abides by the law. In their past. Place for guilt and business. There's no interest in taking drugs. It's unavoidable. Was it though? Not used on the course anymore. Impossible to hurt or damage. Not possible to force students to be hypnotized. Couldn't have become professional. Paul's cleaner was the mugger, which he videoed. Claims all the students enjoyed the stunt, didn't steal from Liam that night. I don't know, maybe this one? No.
Watch me now, sucker!
Oh my goodness. Yes, Crimson, hello again. What is the contradiction here? Let me scoot this down so I can read. Because I haven't touched today. Oh, I bet it's huge. So stream go bork for me. Oh, I bet it did, man. What would his contradiction be? Made the DVD on the night of Liam's death, committed a fake theft which he videoed. Claims all the students enjoyed it. Didn't steal from Liam that night. What could it be? Oh, well, it's time for a battle. Battle time! Boop! Oh my god, boop! You guys are strong. Alright, let's try to get this again. Got ourselves a quest. Two tanks and a barbarian, right? Yeah, barbarians and tanks. That's what we need to put down. Barbarians and tanks. You my tank? No, you're my paladin. Who's my tank? I'll find out. There's a contradiction somewhere. The chief mentioned Emma. Can I look at it again?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Wanna hear the chiefs again. Press your 7 times to see a cheat? Well, now we know how the cheats work. How well Paul and Emma really knew each other. Maybe I have to go to Emma.
Jenks, I presume.
Yes, Chief. Bit more news. It turns out Emma was with Liam on the night he died, and she thinks she caused him to commit suicide. She made fun of him, mocked him as part of the course.
Nice of her. Why did she do that?
Requirement of the course, apparently. To say something offensive. It's meant to encourage free thinking.
Interesting opinion. And I suppose the Rands just think that's what, par for the course or something like that, do they?
Well, Paul wasn't too bothered. He claims he didn't know Emma, so couldn't have predicted what she was going to do.
That doesn't wash. What does Emma say about him?
She does not like him. Really doesn't like him.
So she must have known him well enough. How well did he know her?
He claims not very well.
Well, make sure he's telling the truth. Oh, I've got a cup of coffee to make.
Coffee? Yeah, okay. Thanks, Chief.
Bye.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, so he says he hardly knew her. Just look through. This is about Kate. This is about Kate. Doesn't know anything. That's about Simon. Doesn't know. Doesn't know. That's about Simon. Can't say for certain. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate, but he bought one for a student. This was Emma's necklace.
Aha. You say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one? So that means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women. It was a stupid mistake, but that's all it was.
Ew.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't try it on. I bought her a necklace. I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party. Emma was old enough to make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
Once tried to date her. I'm guessing, does he have
Be
another
back later on, if that's okay.
contradiction? Because I didn't get anything new from that. No, we didn't get anything new. Hint? Should call the chief for an update. Chief? Help! Seems like a creep. Oh yeah, no, he's super creepy. Do not worry. We are right there. Yeah. It's gross because his son is dating her, and it's like a huge age gap. Also, he's married.
Make it interesting, Jenks.
Chief, I finally saw a bit of what goes on at Atlas. I walked in on a meeting. Very strange. There were several students sitting around a fire taking it in turns to burn handmade woolen dolls.
You're hoping I'm going to say tell me more, aren't you? I'm changing my mind.
Ryan had an explanation for it, as did Simon. He claimed it was all about burning your past or something. Actually, Simon told me something interesting. He said they also use auto-hypnosis on the course.
Oh, what's that?
Self-hypnosis. Hypnotizing yourself. Apparently, that may have been what disturbed Lisa so much.
Is it dangerous?
Well, not in theory. Nobody I've spoken to seems to think so.
Well, if it disturbed this Lisa so much, then it can't be all that safe, can it?
I suppose it depends on your psychological state to begin with, but I'll look into it.
Okay, keep it up, Jenks.
Always do, Chief. Always do.
You're very funny, very funny. Bye-bye.
Alright, we're gonna go back to Paul, because Paul mentioned the stuff about how auto-hypnosis is, like, not dangerous.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
And they mentioned Lisa, so... was disturbed by the techniques used. Not used on the course anymore. No? Impossible to be hurt or damaged? That's not...
Aha.
So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
Hypnosis wasn't the problem, Inspector. Lisa was the problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers. She was nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Well, as far as I can tell, Paul, you've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide. Some of your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
With who?
You mean with whom?
With whom?
Pretty much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Really? And, did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional.
Interesting admission that Kate flirted with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
Okay. He just said he tried to date Emma, though. And now here he is saying, I don't date people? Where am I gonna find you being a liar? No. I don't date people. You just said you tried to date Emma. Like, not 2 seconds ago. Where's your company policy? Didn't hear about it. Drinking and carving. Encourage to free themselves. Right? He wishes he got flirted with. It's like, I'll admit, you got a great voice, but like...
No, thank you.
Ah, there it is. Avoids relationships with students.
Aha. So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Oh, come on, Inspector. That was a long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
You mean that Kate approached you?
It wouldn't surprise me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
Pack-a-day voice? Nah, that's just a deep voice.
10 o'clock, it's getting late.
Pack-a-day's like...
I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if I'm gonna solve this by midnight.
Okay, what's a new thing that I got? It's 10 p.m. Can I just use it? No. Maybe there's somebody finally in the restaurant.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
It is your place here.
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon. You know what happens when you don't do as I say.
Oh!
Ah, so it's going to be that kind of evening, is it?
If you play your cards right.
Only if you deal. Problems? Hello, Inspector. See you later.
Oh! I'm sorry. Did we just witness some power dynamics outside of the bedroom? Okay. That explains why she's so, like, calm and collected. She is a mistress. Well, hello, Mistress Rebecca.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What was that all about? Do I have anything new? I was just like, is there anything new to ask you? No, I've asked you about all this. I've witnessed something glorious. That was a good slap too. Just no, nothing new it seems to ask you about. All right,
Okay, that's it for now.
We'll go
Thank
find
you.
your husband to find out about Simon. What is this?
Well, isn't that interesting?
What was it? What did I find? What did I find? Scripts she made out were found in a cupboard in the pub. Oh. Yeah, meds, but what kind of meds? Let's go ask Rebecca. I see you have meds.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
See your husband had meds.
The cupboard downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
Okay. Wait! Wait. Didn't she say she wants to, like, keep her body clean, pure? Hold up.
Aha. So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me. They're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is.
If it's morphine, that means Ryan did something to Kate, because Kate had morphine in her body. Exactly right, Kat's like, sure, lady. Sure. He keeps making them out to you. No.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Pharmacists take their job very serious. Alright, Paul? Does your son have arthritis? I guess.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
It's unlikely Paul would know about the prescriptions. Okay, tell me about your son's arthritis.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright, let's go see if James has anything to say. Also, did you really just come in here and fart? I feel the love. I feel the love, dogs. I feel the love. Go see if James knows anything about the prescription. Lurk away, Astro. Lurk away. Hey!
Ask about a few more things, please.
That's garbage. Get your face out of there. Sorry, the dogs. Would know about the prescriptions. Would know about his arthritis.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Any chance Lisa's back? I have a slew of things in my bag to ask her about. But you're good, Astro. You can lurk all you want. Ah, she's not back. Okay, let's go Simon and Emma. Ask them about the arthritis. Especially Emma, because she's dating Ryan. Well, that'd be unfair. What flew? You had like 2-3 things fly out of your pocket, my guy. Simon.
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
What did I find? What's this? What's this? What did I pick up? Hold on. What did I pick up? Dropped business card. Dean Hayfield, managing director. Dropped by Simon on the way into the house. Keyring was dropped by Simon outside. Oh. Okay. Emma?
A couple more questions, if that's okay?
Okay. Arthritis.
Did you know about Ryan Rand's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Okay, so she doesn't know about it either.
Have you seen this before?
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
Look away, Crimson.
What do you know about this?
This is Simon's. I bought this for him when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
I like that she hands it back to me and isn't like, I'll give it to him.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Simon. Simon. Do you know anything about his arthritis?
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Okay.
I think you dropped this outside. Someone you know.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
Fair enough. I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything?
No, it's not important.
Yo, that pause was suspicious.
Is this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
Right. Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
That's very trusting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
It's an onshore again, right? Like, yeah, it's totally an onshore savings account. Owns a new car. I thought you don't have a car. That's why you have a bike. Explain. Explain.
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
Think I'll check it anyway.
Must have been a very nice laptop to be able to buy a car with the insurance. Or a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures.
Okay, we'll go talk to Ryan in a second, but let me ask
Thank you.
Emma
Probably be back later.
about the laptop. Emma?
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved. Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now, when I let him.
Right? He got his laptop stolen, / his girlfriend's. And he's like, I'm gonna buy a new car, babe. It's like, what about the laptop that I use for school? Could we get that? Everyone in this town is suspicious. Emma has lied to me multiple times, but I don't think she's a killer.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Okay. I know they said go talk to Ryan, but I kind of want to go talk to Paul and James real quick, just to put my ducks in a row. So, tell me about your security
A
measures.
few more questions, please. Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner sort who does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
Prisoner. Okay.
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
Alright, well, what about this?
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
Oh, no, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Right, James. You know anything about the business card? Keychain?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Let's double check.
Recognize this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
Thanks, James. You're just a wealth of information.
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
And of course, he wouldn't
That's
know
all for the
anything.
moment. Thank you.
We'll go ask Rebecca, and then we'll go to Ryan. Rebecca! Please don't hit me. Unless I ask.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before?
No.
Man, I'm just trying to think like what a filming day would have been like. Just be like, all right, we're gonna go through this entire list of things and your reaction. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? What can you tell me about this? What about this?
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Off to Ryan. Like, there's a chance that some of the footage could have been reused, but for the guy, Inspector Jenks, having to do that in every scene, oof. Kudos. Kudos, man. Alright, Ryan.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I have a lot. Okay. Prescription. How goes the mystery? It goes!
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there. She tends to keep her wares under lock and key. Do you know, our wedding night was quite a surprise.
What does that mean?
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my time.
That's very unlucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
No, you said you keep some here. You said there's no drugs or alcohol on the premises. Where is that? Where did you say that was? Where did he talk about it? There. Sir. No! There we go. Doesn't keep medicines on site. I was one off. Medicine. Nope. Nope. There.
Aha. So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers?
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site?
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
And what are the painkillers, Ryan?
Painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Sure, because she had morphine.
So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
All right. Secure storeroom at Atlas. Okay, well, let's finish asking you about your stuff.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
He just enjoys his jokes a lot.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
Right?
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lane, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
I'm sorry. Not secure, but secure.
Aha.
A lot of sips of Adobo.
So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them in there.
Okay. So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
Combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
What are the chances that the business card has the combination? Except his morphine that's not locked up. Yeah, sure,
Okay,
buddy.
that's it for now. Thank
Sure. Maybe they all had a hand in our murder. All of them. Go back downstairs? No? Eh. You know what's funny? That's not the pin code. You can tell from the numbers being rubbed off. That's not the normal pin code.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self.
What?
Which lies deep in our unconscious.
Where the
As
hell?
you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Except Jenks, he wasn't involved. I'm a saint among men. Who knows? Maybe I'm the plot twist. Maybe Jenks committed the murder and he's framing everybody. They're grouping people. Who knows, Cat? Who knows? there's better ways to do it. Usually you just have an open, honest discussion about it. Sometimes you have brunch or breakfast or lunch and just be like, hey, what are you into? You don't know? What are you curious about? Let's research it and talk about it together instead of just... Yes. This is a little culty. And this is why people have issues. Okay, Ryan. What did I just walk into? Ryan.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
The fudge was that.
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Pet the dog. Pet the dog. Alright, Blondie. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Guess I'll go ask everyone else about the rooms. So, Simon, Emma, you're first on the way into town. Emma?
A few more questions, please.
I know you were only there once, but do you know anything?
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
Okay. Right, Simon?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You're a member. Your business card had the PIN code.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then, when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
My guy.
Aha. So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except... you'd written it down, hadn't you?
Right, Cat?
This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morphine.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Where do I go? I mean... I got a mirror room James knows about scrying mirrors and shit. Oh. Oh? James? Was this? James. Dun 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 is right, cat. James?
Ask you a couple more things, please. That's all for the moment, thank you.
But you got packages. I'm gonna check the greenhouse. Is it a new plant? You know you totally don't grow anything. Besides salvia. Okay, nothing in here. What about your other greenhouse? Like, they showed me that for a reason. Oh.
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
James! We all know what poppy pods make. Only salvia, huh? Explain these poppy pods. Isn't the thing, though, it can't be dry, it has to be fresh, because that's how you harvest it? Like the ooze? Unless he's gonna plant his own, then that makes sense.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yo.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
It's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honor.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Okay. I asked you all the questions about the other stuff, right? Yeah.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright. I think Lisa was just that one event. I don't think I'm gonna talk to her again since I have like an hour left. So let's go talk to Pa! Pa! Explain to me your creepy little mirror room.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
Sorry, Blondie keeps trying to eat my hand, so I'm just, like, petting her.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pods?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's go ask Rebecca. She knows plants. Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows mirror room stuff. Rebecca.
couple more questions, if that's okay.
Cool, just making sure.
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
Seeds.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
She don't know nothing. Emma, Simon. Simon, you used to live with him. Has he sold poppy pods before?
A few more questions, please. Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
But I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so...
You won't drink tea, but you'll take a whole thing of morphine in a trippy room? Blondie, serious stuff is happening. Can I have my hand back? Okay. Alright, hold up here. Hold up. Simon.
Aha.
Simon.
You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean, test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing. Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear. Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Boundary testing. My theory holds. Right, Cat. Also, hello again, Crimson. Remember, if you use sound too much, that's not applicable. I will make it charge biddies. Blondie. Stop it, silly baby. All right, Emma.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Emma, you're dating Ryan. Do you know anything of this? Oh my god, you're so precious right now. Stop.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. Okay.
It's kind of drugs.
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Okay. We have a new
that's all
thing.
for the moment. Thank you.
Let's go ask I guess Paul, since we're just doing this line. Sorry, Ryan. Ryan! Bye, Blondie.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Right. See?
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It's a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
You literally just told me that. Oh,
Be back later
Inspector.
on, if that's okay.
No, oh, Inspector May, you literally just said it. If you're looking for anyone who destroyed Kate, I'd say he has more motives than I. To kill her, you say. Oh, Inspector, I would never. 'Tis not I who speaketh these things. Rebecca, tell me. Blondie, can I help you? Hi.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
Hey, move your beautiful nose away from that mic.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Paul, since you're the business side.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
You can't see this, but Blondie is is just tall enough that she fits under my desk, but like she's so tall it's like there's no room. Like she is perfectly snug. Like she's as tall as my desk, and that's terrifying because she's still not done growing. All right, madam. Vamos. Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Girl.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I guess we'll go ask James. James! Do you know anything of the prime candidate since you're kind of like, ooh, third eye?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
He knows nothing.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright. Let me guess. Call the chief. Haven't searched the woods for a while. Oh. Well, let's go search the woods. Away we go. jetty. Beautiful shot. Love it. I love it. Like, you haven't been here for a minute. Oh.
Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to. Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
Is this
And
Kyle?
so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Don't make any rash commitments.
Ooh, fight me. Let's go, Kyle. I'll throw it down in these woods. I got a Mary Poppins bag full of weird items. And I have your keys. Fucking fight me, bro.
Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
Oh.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
What kind of key fob? What kind of key fob? A car. I know where a car is. Oh, hello there. A beep beep. That's the lock button. That was the lock button. Oh.
Bingo. Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
Ryan, why were you paying Kate $500? Why were you paying Kate $500? Maybe? Oh, wait, no, Cat, no. From way back in the beginning of the game. So Kate found out that Ryan and Emma, yes, young Emma who's dating Simon, are having a thing. And Kate was gonna blackmail him because, you know, he's married to Rebecca. So I think that's what the $500 are for. He was gonna pay Kate the blackmail money. Oh. I want to hear
questions, please.
I want to hear it from your mouth. Straight from your mouth.
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Money meant as a little incentive for Kate. Heard Kate wanted to leave. No interior Mosin. Okay. guess I just gotta ask everybody else about it. Be like,
That's
hey,
all for the moment. Thank you.
what do you know of this check? All right, Emma, Simon. Tell me of this check. Do you know anything? Start with Simon.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Doesn't know anything.
Be
Emma
back later on, if that's okay.
doesn't know about the money.
Thank
Okay.
you. Probably be back later.
Rebecca. I imagine she wouldn't know, but
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
she doesn't know. Oh, best not to ask her about the money
That's
for
it for
Kate.
the time being. Thank you.
Remember how Kate broke your window? Well, funny story. Paul? Paul, do you know anything?
Ask about a few more things, please.
Paul.
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
James? I mean, I never know. James?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Nothing.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let me guess. Talk to the chief? Talk to the chief. Chief, tell me. Tell me something.
Got something interesting, Jack?
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car. A cheque for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how does he explain that?
He said it was an incentive. Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
What made her so special that they were willing to pay her to stay?
Just a good student, I suppose.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive, Jex. You can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate. Keep on her, Ryan, about it. Oh, and get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Right.
I'm having one. Chief, you shouldn't be drinking. Well, I mean, you're off the clock, hopefully. All right, Ryan. I'm sensing a contradiction. I already called the chief. I'm sensing a contradiction in here.
A few more questions, please.
All right, what do we got? No ulterior motivation. Heard she wanted to leave. Little incentive. Okay, what else we got? Come. Students are tested. Never asked Simon. Simon been trying to undermine her. Extracted. Never seen selling or buying. Distracted. Bible's with them. Never seen it. As their own IT person. Keeps the morphine in a locked room. Rebecca keeps it locked. Demons are possessing her. They introduce an aptitude test. Lisa asked for a refund. Doesn't know why Lisa wrote Devil Worshippers. Lives alone at the end of the lane. Alright, the shock aspect. As Paul went too far, stunt not related to his suicide. Stage party. Wearing costumes. This might be something, because he said he had arthritis in his hands. So it's like... Students aren't... Wait! Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way? Then why did you give her money?
Aha. So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. Except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
I might have totally forgotten about streamators. My bad. Yeah, dude, hella sus. I'm sensing another contradiction in there somewhere. Barbarians and tanks. I still need, ooh, I should put tanks down. Tanky tank tank. Tanky tank tank. My tank though. Need my tank? The gingerbread is my tank. Thank you, gingerbread. Also, look at Cass. Look at the sweet baby. Again with the unicorn? No, he's going after my unicorn. Oh my god, my poor baby. He's like all chewed on. And his horn is gone. He is no longer a unicorn. He is a horse. Okay. 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 I'm sensing another contradiction. Enjoyed the course and appeared happy. Well, if she enjoyed it, then why would she want to leave? No? No? Okay. It's about Simon. Symbol, never bought, but seen them wearing it. Symbol, not used on the course. Believe anything supernatural. Heard about it, met him, seemed happy. Double sign. Know how it could be used. Doesn't keep any medicines on site. Third eye was investigated, never came. Never used ETC machines. Students carry the dolls with them for a month. Gave Kate the money to test. Okay, so this is the new stuff. Test, assess her. Nose used, Atlas. Was Paul went too far? Do what they please. Oh, Lisa. Lisa's accusations. Arthritis, not a problem. Takes morphine, keeps it locked up. Mirror room used by students. Room locks so students aren't distracted. Mirror room used a few times a month. Wait. Students are tested. Hold on. Where did we... To test, assess her.
Aha. Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference! If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Ah! He's peeking! The audio's peeking!
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Where do I go from here? I guess I ask... You know what? I'm here. Rebecca!
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Right? I'm like, they all did it. They all had a hand.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
That's it?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Paul! Did you know she was prime candidate?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Alright. Don't use threshold testing. I feel like you've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna go...
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I'm gonna go talk to the other people before I come back. Simon. People have been talking.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Emma, what do you think?
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about this.
Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. She's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
That sounds like you murdered her, dude.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
does Paul think? Okay, so we're going back to Paul. Paul? There's something you said that apparently I don't like.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Kate was being tested. Leaders don't get involved. Don't use threshold. Students not encouraged to hurt each other. Doesn't know why. Was interested in blondes. Are the best. Get well paid. Receive kickback. Never seen anyone selling or buying. Wait a minute. The CD. Part of the course. Didn't they mention like testing and thresholdy stuff?
You fool. You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics. Push, greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow. Except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
Right, like 50 grand for a perfect employee?
I'll see myself out.
Like,
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
yeah, selling. And previously in the game, I think it was Lisa or James that mentioned that it's potentially they're selling
He's
people.
doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
Oh.
You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Oh. They want to murder me! Oh. I'm so angry. Also, Kyle! Did Kyle commit the murder? Have I been investigating the wrong people this whole time?
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
There you go. We're gonna skedaddle. Let's go. Oh, it's locked.
Damn. I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
Don't be scared, Astro. I got you. Just walk. Maybe I can hide in the woods. Can I hide in the woods? Oh! Kyle? James?
Pivore, Casanare, Ontare, Panama, Pivore. Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector. Casanare, Ontare, Panama, Pivore.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard, not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Drop it!
Oh my god!
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you, Ryan? Pig!
Oh! Oh!
I know. Police brutality.
What? Prime Minister Slave.
It's all right. Are you okay?
You're welcome. I love that as a...
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
I love that the whole time talking, they're still just like struggling. It's like, yo, stop the knife first. I'm just gonna have this calm conversation as you attempt to murder somebody right next to me. Also, just bean slapped Kyle right across the face. Simon. No, ask Emma first. Emma!
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Off I go. Simon.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Simon, you've been accused of murder.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
What? Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please. See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something.
Was it the same pattern on the broken window?
See this pattern? Now look at that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else. Then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas works.
But Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
I bet you're allergic.
Did he just leave? Did he just leave? Oh, this bee.
This biscuit.
Rude.
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
Kyle's just the errand boy and he gets slapped. Police brutality. The check. Why would she be drunk? Oh, Kat, so you don't know this, but apparently Kate was an alcoholic and was always drunk. So, that is why. So it's not out of character for her to be drunk. But did I get something new? The tape. I'm gonna ask Emma real quick. Emma, do you know anything about the tape? Also, why your man just left in the middle of an interview?
Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Tony! Heck in! Yeah, no, it's really suspicious because they're like, she was this best student, but it's like she was drunk all the time. Hold on, her death. Yeah, Kate had a drink problem at college. So it's like, everyone pretty much was like, Kate had a drinking problem. You had a drinking problem, but it's like, you're the best student. I feel like that's trying to say some stuff. Biscuits sound good. Oh my god, right? Oh, ooh. And I want some, like, cheesy biscuits from Red Lobster. Okay, but I have tape now.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
They took me to the woods. So I'm gonna go explore the woods, because frickin' Simon took off. So let's see if we can find Simon real quick. Simon! Oh, biscuits. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Nope. I hate this map. Just put me back here. Put me back in, coach. Checking out the jetty. Simon, why did you leave? Why did you leave? Also, the mysterious bald man. Because that's not James, is it? Oh, can't go in here. Rebecca! You have tape on your window. Explain. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my dog just snorted. She's too precious, I can't. It was drunk foo, but smart foo, and just made her better. Maybe. Who knows, Tony? Also, hi, Kian.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
The tape.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know, because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
The window. I remember the window, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, Y'all suspicious as fuck. Where's your broken window? You taped over it. Don't you lie to me. No? Maybe this one. I know you seen it. Broken window.
Aha. You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago, is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found attached to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What will come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca! Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Oh!
I think you had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Okay. You want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
Rebecca, no.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try?
It was a pond.
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
You killed her, Rebecca.
She slept with my husband.
No, she didn't.
Didn't, Rebecca.
You killed the
What
wrong
do you mean?
person.
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, it appears that Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistaken identity. But there are some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted?
Yeah, huh?
And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps
Excuse me?
James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark.
Excuse
after
me?
all. I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're going to have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon. Thank you for your interest.
Just to be clear, Satanists don't worship Satan. Just be clear. Damn! Rebecca! I'm gonna be alert because I'm working on my Genshin characters. No worry, Astro. We just beat the game. We're all dead anyway. Still wouldn't push someone down. That's fair, Tony. That's fair. Oh fuck! I just got out. Haha, Vince! We just beat the game. We just beat it, and we found out who the murderer was. It's quite excellent. Damn, that was good. The contradictions were a bit more obvious then, because it was like, we don't test people. I literally just heard a CD about you testing people. I don't test people, I just gave her money as an incentive. You said you don't coerce people.
Oh, it's okay, Vince. It's okay. They're there.
Oh, very exciting. So the way that the ended, it leaves it possibly open for Kickstarter, for a sequel. So, I'm curious if there is a sequel, because this was good. This was good. I mean, this was made in 2015. Where my sequel at? Where my sequel at? Also, this gives me time to play some Genshin Impact and maybe unlock co-op mode, because I need to get some Primogems so I can get the freaking Oni boy. Baggy Cat Entertainment. Well, good job, everybody. Game completed with no cheats used. Yay! All the achievements. The Atlas Mystery was. It was! This was an experimental, independent game made on a tiny budget. The tiny budget? You fucking crushed it. You crushed it, dude! Dude, if that's a tiny budget, what would a big budget get me? Like, I loved it all. It was great. I beat Vince. You did, Aster. Aster was like one of the first people. Though, to be fair, Diggins was the true first person. And it was so sweet. He came in going, hello, Meep and the peoples. And it's like, it's just you, Diggins. But it was quite nice. And then Astro came in. And then Kat. And then Tony. Well, no. Kat. And then Adobo. And then Tony. Big budget could get you Cyberpunk 2077. Can you imagine if they made an FMV Cyberpunk? It would just be actual Keanu Reeves. No 3D model. It would just be actually Keanu Reeves. Just being like, hey man, what's going on? It's like, I'll follow you into hell, bro. Where are we going? Actor who played Paul died in. Oh. So he's probably not here. Vince, you enjoy the new emote of the ramen cup. The sippy sips. Well, I got 96 progress, which makes me curious. How do I get 100? I ain't doing about it. Boop. So what I'm hearing is that there's not going to be a sequel. Is that what you're telling me, Adobo? No sequel. How sad. Oh, enjoy the emotes, Cat. The pure shock and awe with ramen in my mouth. Just all the emotes of my face. I like that due to the lighting. That's 3 different lighting settings. Like the sip one, I was in Vince's studio, if you will. I was in his setup, which is just gorgeously lit. And then Bread Solve was this, but I had not a green backlit, and now I have pasty white self eating ramen. Astro! Oh, and then, yeah, the bread hoodie. All of it, different lighting settings. Enjoy the variations of my skin tone. And while I'm talking, I should find us somebody to trade. Y'all are too cute. Stop it, chat. Chat, what are you doing? Stop being cute. Stop being so cute. Here, somebody gets 50 gold. It's Cat. Congrats on your money. I'm so proud of you. I mean, I'm always proud of you, but I'm...
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Tony! Stop it. No, you cute. Everyone in chat is cute. And I'm proud of everyone. You've made it almost a whole year through this chaos, because I only started in March, so I've known all of y'all for almost a whole year, and you've come so far. And Adama, what are you doing? Just possibly. Let me check, Tony. I have known you. Oh, you have been with us since August, so a good while. A good while. Look at that emote explosion. Yeah, you're cute. Stop it. So yeah, you've been with us since August, Tony, and it doesn't matter. I'm proud of you and all of the things you have done in this year. It's a beautiful emote explosion. Alright, I don't think we can put another person down because then that's gonna start another game, and I don't have the capabilities for that. I shall do this. Now we need to find somebody to raid. Who shall we raid on this lovely Monday? We have Nevermind, Flynn from Carrot Cake, and Mighty Moo Moo. I think the Carrot Cake is the guy who's doing that video game where I'm having to make a yam character. Nina, I've known you longer through Sam. That is true. Me and Astro go way back. We are the besties and the homies. We were part of the Kifu's crew. Crushed it. Like since he started streaming, I think. I remember the TikTok days. That's the new raid message. Everyone copy it. No! Yeah, since TikTok for Sam, I remember when he was single and he was asking which outfit he would wear on a date. And I was like, try that one. And then sure enough, now look at him, he's with a queen. But yeah, since TikTok for Sam, that's how long I've known you. And then he made the Discord and we all very shyly came together. All right, who are we raiding? Everyone seems to be playing Final Fantasy. Who do we want to bother? Do we want to bother Flynn, Nevermind, or Mighty Moo Moo? I don't know if we should bombard someone's channel with my face. That seems a little rude. Hence why I made my raid message very short. Very short and cute. I haven't raided Flynn in a minute. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna go bother him. Cause, you know, I miss him. And he's great. No, it's okay. We love the raid messages. I know you do, Vince. You all about that, but I'm like, I'm shy. Leave me alone. Slightly acknowledge me, but at the same time, please don't. I'm scared. I'm a scared muffin cake. Oh my goodness. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Oh, I should probably mention I don't have anything on the ending screen. It's very plain and boring. But thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for our next game. Suzu is Masi. Bye-bye.